Look at the screen. Look at the screen. 1, 2, 3. The dude is still in the tree, and he ain't coming down, you see. He's accused of hitting mommy. Surprise, surprise. He just came down. 15 minutes ago. Yeah, so he did come down. Wow, I didn't know. I knew it was an assault on a woman, but he hit mama. So here, let's go ahead. 2-1. Here he is before they gave him some food. Okay, he's been in this tree, what, 2 or 3 days now? Since Wednesday, today's Friday. He's been in that tree for 2 days. Wow, check it. Fair use.
Where a man remains high up in a tree in a standoff with police.
He's been there now for more than 3 days. Police officers, his family, religious leaders, and others have not been able to talk him down. CBS 2's Jennifer McLogan is live in Brookville with the latest. Jennifer.
Good evening. The man in the tree is becoming somewhat of a celebrity. Queens residents bringing in folding chairs here and across the street. Even dinner to wait this one out. A short time ago, the man, their neighbor, who they say is someone in mental health crisis, came down a ladder police provided, grabbed some food from a rooftop, and back up he went.
My name is Rudy Thomas. R-O-O-D-Y Thomas.
44-year-old Rudy Thomas is waving to his Queens neighbors. It's been 3 days since he climbed up in a tree on his property to avoid police after his mother called 911 claiming her son was threatening her. Down below, angry exchanges with NYPD and growing groups of Rudy supporters. Others are singing to him. Meantime, Rudy's been flossing his teeth, shouldering blankets for the long haul, tan shoes for climbing, stuffing his ears with cotton to cut out the wail of sirens and loud music, and other attempts by NYPD to encourage his surrender. A giant airbag is below the tree.
Trying to take care of him, make sure he's safe as well as his neighbors.
Okay, he feels intimidated and scared. We can only hope and pray that, this will end safely.
I currently have a lawsuit against NYPD.
In that lawsuit filed in 2013, Rudy claimed he was assaulted by a captain and officers. The case was allowed to continue, but the city says there were issues locating Rudy, who friends say often climbs the tree and behaves erratically.
It's a person who's in crisis, and that's a sign of trauma. And I don't feel as if this situation is being handled as a person that is currently suffering from mental illness.
Neighbors here with cell phones complained NYPD negotiators are making mistakes in this sensitive case. We asked mental health experts what could be done instead of current tactics that neighbors call torturous.
This can be very dysregulating for them. And rather than it resulting in them coming down, it might result in somebody being more afraid and more distressed and staying there for a longer period of time.
He hasn't eaten for 3 days in minimum water, and my concern is that he is not going to be able to keep it up by staying in that tree and not falling out of it.
Neighbors are asking police to leave the scene, and many have pulled out. A short time ago, Rudy jumped from the tree to the rooftop. In the meantime, neighbors here are saying the allegations of him punching his girlfriend last month, harassing his mother, and 3 unsealed arrest indictments are not enough to warrant this kind of police response. We're live tonight in Brookville, Queens.
Okay, well, that right there is not enough. I have a problem with that. Let's hear what she said again before we get to him coming down. Wow. Whoa.
Punching his girlfriend last month, harassing his mother. Here are saying the allegations of him punching his girlfriend last month, harassing his mother, and 3 unsealed arrest indictments are not enough to warrant this kind of police response.
That just shows you right there, neighbors, and look around. So he punched his girlfriend, harassing his mother. So what? We don't need the police response. That's why I keep telling you women, riding down for these justices. So they just let you know right there the sentiment of those ignorant people that, hey, somebody punched a woman, he harassed his mom. Maybe wait till it escalates and he kills somebody. That's not enough to warrant police response. So what? He punched his girlfriend. Wow, really? You see the value of women in the black community, and this is the Haitian community, and that's still who holding it down. Are you kidding me? That's not enough. It speaks volumes of the backwards thinking in certain communities. Wow. Girlfriend, if you're still there, hon, I gotta quit. You need to get your head checked. So let's go ahead to this one. He's finally come down from the tree. Wow. And they're saying he's not in police custody. Here we go. Fair use, ladies and gentlemen. The final update so far.
The standoff in Queens, where a man was sitting up in the tree for the past 3 days.
The man is now out of the tree, but he's still not in police custody. CBS 2 Jennifer McLogan is live in Brookville. Jennifer, what's going on now?
Dick and Christine, since we were last with you, ESU police pulled off of the street, not entirely, but enough to reopen 245th Avenue. And right now, that was enough to bring Rudy Thomas out of the tree. He first went onto the roof of his home. A pastor named Pastor Fuller from the community went in to reassure him that he was not going to be hurt in any way by the police and that they just cared about his mental health. He, so far, is standing on the front porch of his home and saying that he will agree to get in an orange van that is parked in front of the house and go into a local psychiatric center. Police say only then will it be determined if he's going to be charged with harassing his mother and punching his girlfriend 1 month ago. He also has 3 prior sealed arrests waiting to be processed. He's a troubled soul, say his friends and neighbors. They say he's harmless, and police disagree about that. But he's sort of holding court here right now in front of his home, and police say they will not pounce in any way, and they'll wait for him to gradually make his way into that orange van and be taken for psychological evaluation.
All right, Jennifer, I just want to give our viewers some context here. We want to reiterate that these are live pictures that you're looking at coming out of Queens of a man that barricaded himself up in a tree for the past 3 days after police responded to the home of a domestic dispute. We now have understanding that this domestic dispute involved this gentleman, the suspect, along with his mother. As Jennifer mentioned, there is a long history of some mental illness. Neighbors have been rallying around this house and this man, complaining that police were not handling this situation correctly. And Jennifer, what I'd like to ask you now is, do we know at this time how this decision for the police to retreat came about?
We know that mental health officers came in to speak to local residents, and they said that they know Rudy and that he would respond best when there are no police around him. He had been in Rikers Island in the past where he alleged police abuse, and they said that that was a trigger to his mental health. If the police would agree to step back and roll out, he was up high in the tree when 3 or 4 huge ESU units with lights and the whole shebang pulled off the street, 245th Avenue. All of his neighbors came running down. Rudy, we're here for you. He eventually came down off the tree onto his rooftop, ran around. Now he's making steps down towards closer to our cameras and closer to hopefully the orange bus that will help him. And we'll be following this and bring you more at 6 o'clock.
All right, Jennifer McLogan in Old Brookville, keep us updated.
So I think he kind of got the red carpet treatment. They gave him time. They sent him food up, even gave him a ladder. And you're complaining about it? They said he assaulted a woman. He punched his girlfriend out. Then I heard someone say a report about he hit the mother. And the community that's not enough to warrant. Wow. So I guess just let him punch the women out. Honestly and truly. Honestly. Woman, if you're still the girlfriend, honey, you need your head checked. Women are not valued in Blackistan. I don't care, hood, Haitian, whatever the heck, they are not valued at all. I'm just really shocked at that. So what? He punched a woman out of the eye. She might got a black eye. Hey, but so what? He hit his mama. I would lock my door. Rudy, he would need to get him a new address. Seriously. So this right here, he got the red carpet treatment, believe it or not. That gave you a lattice and food 3 days up in the tree. Wait till he get ready to come down and he take a little nap. He got his little blanket around him. And the neighbors are saying it's not enough to warn that because he punched his girlfriend. And I bet it's some of them ignorant women that's standing in that street that will support this man in violence. Oh my, you know what? So I'm going to end the video here because that has really taken a different toll on me. His behind up in that tree for 3 days. Unbelievable. So I'm not a fan of his. I'm just not. I'm sure you all will differ. Oh, he was in that tree and he need mental health. He's also violent against women. That's been proven based on what they're saying here. The cops disagree that he's not a threat. Wow. What's the saying they have? You can tell the wealth of a race by how it treats its women. And if you look in the black community, again, you can tell the wealth of a race by how it treats its women. And these idiots are saying it's not enough to warrant the police presence, given the fact that he punched his girlfriend allegedly, and assaulted or harassed. I'm hearing me hit the mom, scared, hearing different reports. Again, I'm out. Thanks for listening, guys. We do have an update of the tree man. This part about the women being, punching his girlfriend, it doesn't warrant this. Wow. I guess just take a hit and keep on kicking. I am this community, the thinking process. There's nowhere in the world you would have other communities to think that way. I don't know. I cannot imagine a white community saying that about their women, Asian, definitely not the Hispanic community. Oh no. They'll go man, they probably go up there and snatch him down from that tree. You're gonna have to answer for that. But the BC, that's the part that I found very disturbing. So here we have the outcome. They done got him up out the tree. He's not harmed. We'll see what happens. He can take his sweet time when he's ready. I mean, they're pampering Rudy. Oh, that's mental ill. That's mental health. And I got something to say real quick to the mammies. You're the ones that uphold this behavior, and to the black women that want to stay in this community, and you're gonna keep hope alive and fight for your man and be a little mammy. I got news fast for you. Keep hanging around. Just speaking in Dusties in general, keep hanging around Dusties. Guess what? It's gonna be bad for your mental health. I kid you not. I'm not attacking mental health, but when it comes to violence, Miss Mighty Funny, why don't you punch these men out? When the police came, let's say he always got a mental health problem. But it's mighty funny when the police came, and I understand he said he had an encounter with them. You didn't punch them, but you can punch a woman. You can punch a woman. Reportedly, allegedly, your girlfriend and the mom. You're not punching any of them right here, right now. Go punch the cops out. Why don't you punch them out? So yeah, everything just can't be an excuse. Oh, mental health issues. I'm just not buying it. So anyway, he came down from that tree. Thanks for listening and watching. Feel free to put your comments, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out. Good luck to the tree man.